All right. Well, listen, let's go ahead and get started. Good evening, everyone. My name is Timmer Halligan from Raleigh, North Carolina, and I appreciate you joining us tonight to listen to a little bit of information. And depending on how you take that information, it truly, truly can change the way that you live your life. And as I said, I make my home in Raleigh, North Carolina. I've got a background as a professional tennis player. I had an opportunity to travel the world many, many years ago. Then when I finished playing professional tennis, I got into the world of coaching. I've helped about 80 kids or so that have gotten Division I scholarships. And what does that really mean? That means they get out of school with no debt. In a world today where, if you get through school, you definitely leave there with a whole lot of money to have to be able to pay back. And then following coaching, which I still do today, still enjoy helping kids out. But I did get into the business side in the tennis world. I started to run clubs. I ran the world's largest club for many, many years. I still work today. I actually run the largest club on the East Coast here out of Raleigh, North Carolina. But about 16 years ago, I was introduced to this company that I'm going to share with you tonight. And when I saw the presentation, very similar to the one that I'm about to give to you right now, what really resonated with me was the services that we provide, the solutions that we provide, because Legal Shield and ID Shield are two services that are needed by every family, individual, and small business owner now more than ever before. See, you got to take a look at business models of today. See, the most successful companies in the world, and that's what you want to align yourself with when you're looking at a product, and that's what you want to align yourself with when you're looking at an opportunity. We're going to talk about both those. But a disruptive innovation is something that takes a company that takes an existing industry, maybe one that's been around for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 100 years, and they make it simpler, easier, more affordable, and they provide a solution to a problem. So you take a look at a company like Uber. See, the taxi industry has been around since the horse-drawn carriage. But it wasn't until, 8, 10 years ago that a company like Uber said, listen, I know that people find it difficult to catch taxis. I know it's not comfortable to do it. You're not sure who you're riding with. You're not sure if they're taking you on the right path. You don't know if you're being overcharged. But then they came out with this app that quantified everything. And with this app, you could go ahead and click a button, and you put down where you want to go, and the person comes to pick you up anywhere in the world. You get to see the kind of car they're driving. In fact, if you want to, you can pay a little bit more and get a really nice car that picks you up. It takes you where you want to go. You don't have to carry cash. You don't have to hand them any money. You get to take a look at who's driving you. You get to look at the peer reviews and the people that have been in the car that you're in right now or about to get into, and make a decision if that looks like it's a good fit for you. Simpler, easier, more affordable, provides a solution. Then you take a look at a company like Netflix. And Netflix came about, 10, 15 years ago. If you remember, they evolved. They used to just hand out or mail you DVDs. Well, Blockbuster, was the big guy on the whole block, right? They're the ones that everybody went to. And they said nobody would ever not want to come to our store. They enjoy the experience of coming to our store. Well, listen, Netflix proved them 100% to be wrong, because people said we want to be able to choose what we want to watch, when we want to watch it, how we want to watch it, where we want to watch it from. And Blockbuster went completely out of business. Again, an app came along, and they made it simpler, easier, more affordable. Then you take a look at a company like Zoom. Goodness gracious, Zoom has completely revolutionized the way that we do business. And during this pandemic, Zoom's revenue is up 345% in 2020. Their stock is up over 200% in 2020. Why? Because they found a solution to us being able to not meet in person. See, in my business world, I would always go meet with people at a Starbucks, at a boardroom, maybe at an owner's office, maybe meet them after work to have a drink or something. Well, that doesn't exist. Well, Zoom, because of an app on your phone or a web address that you can go to, we can now communicate with each other and effectively be able to conduct business. So you see these three disruptive innovations. And I remember the guy asked me a question, many years ago when I sat down. He said, Timmer, let me ask you one question. He said, if you could pick up the phone and you could call an attorney about any legal situation whatsoever and you never got a bill, do you think you would use attorneys more often? And back then he said, if you could make a call. And then he said, listen, if you didn't have to worry about people getting into your personal information, because identity theft is the #1 crime and has been for 17 years. If you didn't have to worry about that at all, and a company could take care of it, and it was simple to do, easy to do, it was affordable to do, would you like to hear more? Well, see, that's what our company Legal Shield has done. See, our company's been around for almost 50 years. Today, we serve 4.4 million lives in the United States and Canada. Over 1 million people have ID Shield, which is the top-rated identity theft program. Again, the #1 crime, 16, 17 years in a row, and we've got a solution. See, the attorneys that I'm going to share with you what the services they provide, they answer 40,000 calls a week, and in 2019 saved our members almost $20 million because we brought what those other three companies did. We brought it to the legal industry. We've been solving these problems for decades and decades, but now we've made it simpler, easier, and more affordable. So we've got an app on our phone that connects you to a nationwide network of law firms dedicated to serving you, not billing you. See, when you become a member of Legal Shield, you download the Legal Shield app. Once you get it downloaded, it connects you to your law firm in whatever state you live in. We cover all of Canada, all of the United States. And when you're a member of Legal Shield, you click that button. It says, call my law firm. And you can call your law firm about any legal situation whatsoever, no matter how trivial the situation is, no matter how devastating the situation may be. They're going to call you back within a couple hours at the most, and you never get a bill for good legal advice. See, they're also going to write letters for you and make phone calls. Think about in your lifetime, anytime you've ever had a situation where somebody just didn't do what they said they were going to do. Somebody didn't honor a car warranty. Somebody didn't give you back a security deposit. An insurance company didn't pay a claim. A cell phone company didn't provide good service. You got all kinds of situations that we've all been through. Imagine if instead of sitting on hold trying to talk to a supervisor when they wouldn't listen to you, you open up your phone, you click a button, it goes right to your law firm. They call you back, they give you advice, and they're going to go to work for you, write a letter on your behalf to that company from an attorney, from a law firm. You get different results, and that doesn't cost you anything more than your Legal Shield membership. They're going to take away the stress, the strain, the guessing of signing contracts and documents. Listen, when you get a contract or a document and you go look at it, it's about 10, 12, 13. I own a couple companies. I do a lot of consulting. We actually have plans for business owners as well. We're going through a $3 million renovation. I get contracts right now all the time. And I don't understand them. Heck, I can't even understand how to read the plans. I just know what I want it to look like when it's all done. I just send them to my law firm. In fact, I take a picture of it. It says submit a document right here, submit document for review. I take a picture of it. I upload it. It goes right to the law firm. They call me back. We go through the contract together, and I don't have to worry about anything because I know exactly what's going on. Now, I'll be honest, this next thing that Legal Shield does, this is the only reason I joined Legal Shield 16 years ago. And that was to get my will prepared. I didn't have one. I knew I needed to have one. I probably had several arguments over not getting my will done because it was costly. It was $1,000. You know, when you're newly married, you know, you don't have that money to do that, but you need to have it because you never know what can happen. And when I heard Legal Shield would do that for you at no cost, it's included in your membership, which is minimal to begin with. They'll do your will, your living will, your power of attorneys. See, back in the day, I used to have to get a will document, open it up, take the time to fill it out, put it in an envelope, then send it to my law firm, then wait for it to get there. Then they would call me back. Today, all you do is put your will together inside the Legal Shield app. You hit the button that says start will. You start filling it out. You put all the information together. If you got a question while you're doing it, you simply call your law firm. They call you back. They tell you what to fill in. I hit one button, boom, it's gone. It's at the law firm in seconds after I finish. They call me back. We go through the will together. They prepare it, mail it to me, and my will is all taken care of. My living will is taken care of. My family is taken care of at no cost as being a Legal Shield member. They're also going to cover you when you're driving your car. Listen, I'm driving tomorrow to South Carolina. I'm taking my daughter to a tennis tournament over in Charleston. Let's say that I were to get a speeding ticket or a moving violation, whether in North Carolina or in South Carolina, or more importantly, because my daughter's probably going to be driving because she likes to drive my car on the highway. What if she gets a ticket or a moving violation? Well, listen, if that happens, I open up the app, I hit submit a traffic ticket, I take a picture of the speeding ticket, I hit send, it goes to my law firm, they call me back, and they would actually go to court for me or with me here in North Carolina or in South Carolina, wherever I get that moving violation, anywhere in the United States, and it doesn't cost me anything more than a Legal Shield membership. But what it saves me is points on my license, potentially the fine being a lot lower, and ultimately keeping your insurance costs down. Family domestic services, listen, if you're going through an uncontested divorce, name change, separation, or adoption, if it is uncontested, nobody's fighting, after 90 days as a Legal Shield membership, they'll do that for you at no cost. It is part of the membership. They do take those more serious things, bankruptcies, contested divorces, DUIs, real estate transactions. Shoot, guys, even criminal charges. Good people make not so smart decisions sometimes, especially in very tough times. And Legal Shield members get 25% off those situations. Now, this button right here, every single person in North America needs to have this button on their phone. There's a lot of people that are not treated fairly, a lot of people that are profiled, a lot of people pulled over whose cars get searched, a lot of parents, kids get pulled over whose cars get searched, and there was no reason to do that. And the reason people go ahead and that stuff happens is they don't have access to attorneys to question what's going on at that moment. Now with Legal Shield, you click that emergency legal access button 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're going to be questioned, arrested, detained, they want to search your car, they want to search your kid's car, they want to search your wife's car, I don't know, whoever's car or whoever's rights are being violated, they click that button, an attorney gets on the phone, and now the situation is level. It's on a level playing field. There is not another service in North America that will level the playing field in an emergency situation like Legal Shield, period. Listen, AAA will fix your tire if it's flat. Legal Shield will be there to protect and empower you when your rights are under scrutiny. That's the thing about this company. See, we solve a problem. It's simple to use. It's easy to use. It is affordable. Now, I also mentioned identity theft. Listen, I've heard it twice coming home tonight. Identity theft is at a record high during this pandemic. It's at a record high during everything that's going on in our country. Why? Because people are focused on all kinds of other things like they should be. You should be focused on those things in life that deal with your health and your safety and our society and everything else. You should not have to worry about somebody stealing your personal information, but unfortunately it happens every single day, every 3 seconds. Hundreds of millions of Americans have had their personal information compromised, and now more than ever, it has reached a pandemic state of positioning as far as where identity theft is. They're going to be able to. They want your tax returns. They want a medical claim, Social Security, driver's licenses. And here's the thing: you can't stop it. But here's what Legal Shield does: we monitor it, we alert you, and when something happens, we fix it. That's it. It's that simple. You just go on with life. See, we have licensed private investigators that will do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to do it, to bring you back to where you were before you were a victim of identity theft. And they back that with a $1 million service guarantee. See, what would you pay for complete peace of mind? How do you put a number on that? Well, Legal Shield puts a number on it, and it's a number that I believe every family can afford. $40.90 a month if you're an individual. Listen, your entire, if you're by yourself, an individual, Everything about you is protected with Legal Shield and ID Shield. If you're a family, it's $54.90. It's like $1.80 a day or something like that, $1.75. I mean, goodness gracious, I wake up every single morning, and I know I shouldn't. My wife tells me not to, but I buy a Red Bull. I pay $3 a day every day. I spend $90 a month to have an energy drink. I spend $69 a month to have unlimited car washes. I spend another $60 a month so my wife can have unlimited car washes. See, I'd get rid of all that before I didn't have Legal Shield, especially because Legal Shield has these member perks. Now, this program you see over on the right, member perks, here's what that is. All of these companies give our members significant discounts. In fact, I'm driving tomorrow, as I said, to South Carolina. I'm staying at a Hyatt Regency in South Carolina. I went on to member perks. I saved $50 a night on member perks over what hotels.com was offering me. And I use hotels.com a lot, but $50 a night. I'm going to be there for 4 nights. That's $200. And my Legal Shield membership is $54.90 a month. It's paid for the next 4 months. I save $150 a month on my cell phone bill being a member of Legal Shield using member perks. Now, right about now, you're saying to yourself, wow, this sounds really, really incredible. I know some people that could benefit. And this is what the person asked me, just like I'm asking you right now, many years ago. I said, yeah, I do know some people. He goes, would you like to get paid some money to tell people about Legal Shield? Now, listen, I was already making a good 6-figure income. I still today, outside of Legal Shield, make a good 6-figure a year income. I enjoy what I do. Now, Legal Shield has paid us over $1 million to go out and tell people about these services and this opportunity that we have on a part-time basis. And here's how we get paid. Number one, we just go out and tell people about it. Word of mouth marketing. Word of mouth marketing is the most powerful marketing tool that there is. I mean, goodness gracious, if I want to see something on Netflix, right? We talked about it earlier. I go on Facebook and go, can somebody recommend something on Netflix? If I need to get anything done in my house, I go on Facebook and I'll say, anybody know a good landscaper in Cary, North Carolina? Anybody, when I moved here, anybody know a good place that fixes BMWs and Mercedes? Because I needed to find one, and all kinds of people responded. See, word of mouth marketing, do a good job, have a good product, have a good service, and people will talk about it. So every time you enroll a Legal Shield member, you get paid. You can also build a team of individuals all across the United States. See, that's the way that the biggest and most successful businesses are built by building networks of people, or networks of radio stations, or networks of TV. The more stations you have, the more market share you have. So you can actually brand yourself, start a company with Legal Shield, and have as many people across the country working with you on this incredible project. We get paid residual income for life. That means memberships I wrote 16 years ago, I'm still getting paid for today. Why? Because people keep the services with Legal Shield. We've got amazing bonuses. But the reality is that people are looking for more income right now. There's nobody that's not. If you can make it from the comfort of your home, and you can make it from the comfort of your home, and you can serve the entire United States and Canada from your home, right? I mean, if I start a brick and mortar business in my town here in Cary, and I put in garage doors, I may put the best garage doors in, but I'm only gonna put in garage doors in Cary, North Carolina. Legal Shield, I've got members in every single state across the United States and Canada, because somebody on our team knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody that lives in one of those places. So you can sell your products and services all across the United States and Canada. And when you become an associate with Legal Shield, that's what it's called when you start with us. You go out and write your first $54 membership. Legal Shield is going to pay you $110 paid out over the course of a year. So $9.17 a month, every month. So they spend $54, you get paid $110. Now you do that in the first 20 days, the company is going to give you a $100 bonus if you write 4 of those. 4 of those memberships in the first 20 days, and you've made $440, plus you get yourself a $100 bonus. That's $540. Then you're going to go to this senior associate position. Now, when you write a Legal Shield membership, because you told somebody about what it is we do, You sent them a video that, we've got a marketing platform that does it for you. You invite them to something like this to watch, because we do these every single day. Somebody does the work for you. All you got to do is do the inviting to get people to watch. Company's now going to pay you $132 the next day. Not each a little bit every month, but the next day they can pay you $132. Then you got the manager position. You get that in the first 45 days. That's simply by writing about 8 of these memberships, really 8, by yourself, or 8 with the team. We'll talk more about that in a second. Now they're going to pay you $154 every time every time you write that membership. $154 and a $750 bonus if you get 8 memberships written in 45 days. That's literally one every 9 days, right? Every 8 days, 7 days. Then you go to senior manager, which is to write a few more of those memberships. Then you go to $176 a piece, another $750 bonus. Then it goes to $209, $253, $308. Listen, I wrote 8 memberships yesterday at $300 a piece. That was a $2,400 day. And I really did it on my lunch break because I was actually out talking to a company and all their employees enrolled, right? Now, the second way that you get paid is that you can build a team of individuals. Now, when you build that team of individuals, every time they write a membership, they get paid a commission, you get an override. Overrides as little as $22 and as much as $198 every time somebody else does the work. Just think about this. If somebody else went to work and every time they did something, you got $20, would that be of interest to you? What if you can get 20 or 40 or 60 or 80, or up to 198 when somebody else is out doing the work? Like I said, we get great bonuses. We've got excellent things that, we have an opportunity to do. We get to go on great trips, right? So we got great trips that we get to go on every year. It's called our Performance Club. I've been on about 13 of these trips. I've taken my wife on several. I've taken my mom and dad on several. I've taken my dad by himself on a trip. Those are priceless memories that I never saw in corporate America. I'll be honest with you. But this on a part-time basis, like I said, 13, 14, 15 trips we've been on. It's a $99 investment when you start a business with Legal Shield. It's $99. That's it. $99. You start a business. You own your book of business. You can leave your book of business to your kids, your family. It's portable and willable, so you can leave it to somebody. You get paid residually for life, about 1/3 of what you got paid originally. You get paid for the lifetime of the membership, a little bit every single month after the 12th month. Unbelievable training and support. $20 a month to run your business. That's it. $99 one time, $20 a month. That includes a website for you, a marketing app that's filled with all the marketing materials, an entire marketing team that creates the campaigns for you, creates the visuals for you, creates everything that you can utilize to put onto social media. It does everything that you can imagine. 800 employees that we don't have to pay for, but Legal Shield does. When we need them for anything, they are there for us and you. Listen, we got a proven track record. We've got over 400 people that make over 6 figures a year, 300 plus that have made over $1 million with Legal Shield. 40,000 people a month are getting paid a little bit of money for some work that they did in the past. So you got to wait till you're 65 to get paid a little bit of money through Social Security for all the work that you did in the past. Legal Shield, you get paid month after month, year after year, after that first year that you're working with us. We've paid out over $1 billion in commissions in the last decade. People of all walks of life can and do succeed with Legal Shield. You can be next. What are the action steps? Listen, enroll as a member. Why? Because it makes sense. Get back to the person who brought you on here to take a watch and get signed up as a member. Become an associate. Why? Because it's the most incredible business opportunity that I think you can find anywhere in North America. $99, your full investment back after the first client, get paid residually for life, own your book of business, and a proven track record. We'll make sure we get you trained. We'll make sure that we get you paid. We'll make sure that we help to get you promoted. And I just appreciate y'all joining us tonight, taking a few minutes out of your busy schedule to listen to a little bit of information. Everybody have a fantastic evening. Get back to the person that brought you on tonight. Everybody have a great night, as I said, and bye-bye for now.